You can add vintage sound effects to your voice easily with Audacity. I will apply vintage voice effects to this track. You should have only one track open in Audacity when you are making the vintage sound. Select the track and go to Tools. From Apply Macro, select Vintage. I have a total of 12 macros for improving sound or making it suitable for podcasts. But you can only get the vintage macro if you want. The voice has become vintage sounding, and I will compare it with the original voice.
In this lecture, we'll learn how to use AI software to make the sound better. I'll discuss a nice feature of Adobe Podcast. Adobe Podcast is in the beta stage during making this video. In this lecture, we'll learn how to use AI software to make the sound better. I'll discuss a nice feature of Adobe Podcast. Adobe Podcast is in the beta stage during making this video. When I showed you the editing techniques on Audacity or Adobe Audition, you had to identify the problems, take necessary actions to solve those.
You can now export the audio and use it. If you want to go further, like adding a vinyl playback effect on it, you can do that easily. I have prepared a vinyl record crackle noise track. I will share the link to get this audio file. Drag this file to Audacity, and it will add another track. You now have the vintage sound with a vinyl record-like sound.
In this lecture, we'll learn how to use AI software to make the sound better. I'll discuss a nice feature of Adobe Podcast. Adobe Podcast is in.
The crackle track may be shorter or bigger than your track. You can adjust your track length. If it is long, trim at the edge to make it short. To make it long, select the crackle track and copy. Then click at another place inside the track and paste. Drag the newly added clip side by side. Select the joining point of the clips and join them. If you have any further queries about making the crackle track longer or shorter, please email me. You will find the email address in the description. To make a single track from these tracks, select both tracks by Command A or Control A if you are using Windows. Remember, you have to select both tracks. Now go to Tracks, Mix. Select Mix and Render and you will get one track.
In this lecture, we'll learn how to use AI software to make the sound better. I'll discuss a nice feature of Adobe Podcast.
You can export the track as an MP3 or WAV or any other file format you want. If you feel the crackle sound is loud or quiet, you can adjust the volume. I will undo the mix where the tracks were separate. You can adjust the gain slider to decrease or increase the crackle noise.
We'll learn how to use AI software to make the sound better. I'll discuss a nice feature of Adobe Podcast. Adobe Podcast is in the beta.
If you are happy, then select both tracks and mix and render. The installation process of the macro is very easy. Go to the Tools menu and then Macro Manager. Import the TXT file that you get after the download. It will be vintage.txt. Select it, and open it. I already had it installed, so not installing again. I will also share this link to get the vinyl crackle noise. You can purchase only the vinyl macro from here. I have kept links to my other audio editing tools and courses on this page. You can become a member to get access to all of the things I built. Inside the vintage macro description page, you will get the vinyl noise download link. Instead of getting just the vintage macro, you can get all the macros for voiceover and podcasts. This macro pack has both the vintage macro and other sound better macros. If you buy only the vintage macro, you will get this special macros folder. If you buy the macro pack, you will get macros and EQs folder. Inside it, you will see the special macros folder and vintage TXT file. The installation process is very easy as I have shown you. If you have any queries, please send me an email or comment. If you want any custom modification, like lowering or increasing the hissing noise or voice, I can do that. Please email me if you wish so.